Hey Saber Forum fans, back again with another Ultrasabers review. This one I am very excited about, and I am super excited to do because I have done my Initiate V3 and V4 reviews, and getting those sabers is what prompted me to get a hold of Ultrasabers and do a custom made ordered saber made the way I wanted it, with the color I wanted, rather than going from the secondary market. And what I decided on was the Dark Liberator V3. I'd done a lot of research about Ultrasabers, really trying to find what fits me, what I liked, what I thought I wanted. I am someone who is pretty cheap and really thinks about the economy of things and trying to get the best price and the best options for my money. So I was trying to figure out, okay, do I want to get a Graflex? Do I want to get an Initiate? Do I want to get a Dominic's V2? Something like that. Where do I want to go? Where do I want to fall in this? And I had done some training for dueling here in Columbus, and found that I really wanted to have a dark saber. I wanted to have a dark hilt color. I wanted to have it be long enough to use two hands, so at least 11 plus inches, which is what I factored out what I would need and what I felt was comfortable using two hands. And I, just as an aesthetic choice, I wanted emitter windows. So looking at all the different options, I looked at the Overlord, which is amazing. I looked at the Dominic's V2, V3, V4, the LEs. I even looked at the Standard Battle, which doesn't have the window emitters, but is the dark hilt for the dark standard. Has the really cool slanted emitter. I chose the Dark Liberator. I sort of went with not the most expensive, not the cheapest, because one thing I liked about it was the sleekness. It's very sleek. It's very. Some would say too plain. Some would say it's basic. But for me, it's exactly what I wanted. I wanted to be able to use, because I'm going to use this to duel with. I wanted something that I was relatively unencumbered on the hilt. The only thing that's encumbering you is the switch. Beyond that, it's pretty simple. I really liked the prophecy, and I thought about doing a prophecy, but then because that to me is what a saber should look. A saber looks like. It looks like a modified Graflex, and so I'm sort of going, that's what I really want. But I went with the Liberator because I realized I don't need all that in the way. I want something that feels good in the hand, that I can move up, move down, move to a one hand. That's what I wanted. So that's what I got. So I ordered my Dark Liberator with the silver. I wanted to get the contrasting AV switch because I thought it would just look really nice, and it does. And I ordered it in Consular Green. Now I had a big internal strife about, do I order Guardian Blue? Do I order Arctic Blue? I've got my Dark Initiate V4 in Arctic Blue already, so I've got a blue saber. And my wife, who sage advice from my wife, she said, you know what? If you're gonna order your custom-made saber, she's like, the saber that you've always said that you love the most, to you, what the saber is, what a lightsaber is the Luke Skywalker Return of the Jedi green lightsaber. And I said, you know what? You're right. I said, you're right. So I ordered it in Consular Green, and I've been incredibly happy with it. It is very comfortable in the hand. I have a full two hands. I have enough space in between where I can get leverage for strikes, but it's not. But I'm not so close that I'm not able to use it effectively. It's not. I don't feel myself grabbing the end of it. It's really, really, really pretty. It's really well done. I love the simplicity and the basics of the grooves and the cutbacks. I do like that the pommel has these two grooves to it, because it does act as a little bit of a sort of an indexing. So you can say, okay, I got the pommel here. I got the pommel here. Kind of grip in, and then also on the emitter, I find myself gripping up around the emitter, which it sort of loses your effect of having the emitter. But I don't think but if I'm in a dueling situation, no one's really looking at my emitters. They're looking at my blade, and if I'm hitting someone. So this was my choice. I think it looks great. Let me plug in once again. I've got my 24-inch Initiate mid-grade blade here, the Ultra Edge, so you can have a good idea. It's very pretty. It's brand new batteries in it, so it's the brightest of the Sabers that I've reviewed. But you can see the emitters look great. Get a really cool look to them. Let me cover that so you can see really well. Really nice contrast with, I feel like it looks great with, you've got the green and the silver and the black with the emitters shining, and then the rest of the hilt in the shiny black anodizing and with the silver. I feel like it's just a really sleek, really classy looking saber. It's something that and it doesn't seem to be overly common, which I also kind of want. Everybody wants to be a little unique, be their own person, their own character, their own fighter. So of all of the folks that I'm training with, no one had one. No one had a silver. No one had a V2. No one had the dark. So I will say that also factored into my decision. I feel like it's a really nice saber at a really good price point. I've been very happy with all three Ultrasabers that I own. I feel like they're very good quality, very high standards, and I will most likely be collecting more. So hope you enjoyed the video. This is my Dark Liberator, once again from Ultrasabers. Have a great one.